Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I've been gone for a while. Have you noticed prices are going sky high? I don't understand why we're sending money to Ukraine when here in America babies can't even get formula. People working 2 jobs can't even put food on the table. They can't afford the rent hikes. It's ridiculous. Now they're bringing monkeypox to the forefront. Just a word of advice. Brothers and sisters, we have to endure till the end and be faithful. My advice would be to you to go out and stock up on food. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Get some canned meats while they're still available. Go on Amazon. You can buy the instant noodles. They've got 12 cup of soups, which you can always find a way, God forbid we lose electric, to heat water even over a fire. They've got 12 of those for a little over $4. I went to my grocery store and the same item was $12.99. Pet food is selling out. If you have an exotic pet that needs hay, bedding, things like that, fresh vegetables, I'd suggest you try to plant something that'll grow in summer. Tomatoes are good. Squash is good. I myself have a rabbit, and they have to have hay. Hay is sold out. Sometimes I have to drive around for hours just to find his hay. I have 2 little dogs. You can't find dog food anywhere. I've had to change the brand I use, and it has skyrocketed. Dog food that used to be $5 a bag is now $15, sometimes over. The Lord warned us of this. Things are going to get extremely bad, just like Revelation 6 warns us. And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil nor the wine. Now I know we're not to that point yet, but I love you all. Satan is hitting so many of us with depression, loneliness, isolation, family, friends, being sick, just feeling in a panic. He's going to attack your mind. Stay strong. He's going to draw you away from the Bible. He's going to try to tell you that it doesn't matter if you don't read the Word or you don't pray for a few days. Don't believe it. It seems like things are coming one right after the other. We were all put into a lockdown, whether we wanted to or not. And even those that say they never believed it. Stores were closed, restaurants were closed, meeting halls were closed. You couldn't meet up with your friends. They wouldn't let you go anywhere. We've all been isolated. And that really takes a toll on your mental health. Things one right after the other, and this war with Ukraine. Now, I'm just a normal person, but I tell you, my opinion is we need to stay out of it. We need to take care of our own first. We have no business sending money over there. And by the way, the Ukraine is corrupt as well. It's all playing in to the bigger picture. Cue the New World Order. Question everything you see and hear. Pray about it. Don't shrink back. I suffer from depression. I've been hit hard. I've lost all my family members. I have 2. One sister that doesn't even speak to me. And I have a brother that has congestive heart failure. He's lost the use of his legs and he's slowly dying, and I'm trying to be there for him. The pandemic isolation really took a toll on my brother. He is very, very depressed. And I try to encourage him. He had to watch his mother die. Our mom passed. One of our sisters committed suicide, which to this day I don't understand and I pray about. She was Christian. How could she do that? I took care of my oldest sister that died of cancer. We watched her die. My brother-in-law, which I love dearly, died unexpectedly of a stroke. My brother's fiance had cerebral palsy. She died in her sleep. That really took a toll on my brother. It's hard when you lose those you love. And a good friend on here, most of you know him, Gary. He was a big help in the ministry. We loved him. And it was a shock to hear that he passed on. People, just be strong and know that things are coming. Please don't listen to all these so-called prophets that tell you good times lie ahead. The Word of God itself tells you what's coming. I have a problem with these so-called ministers and evangelists that promise health and wealth and prosperity and good days, and the Lord won't let anything happen to you. That's funny. The disciples all were tortured to death. We have brothers and sisters right now, especially in Asia, that are losing their lives. Their children are losing their lives. And they stand firm. Why American Christians think that they don't deserve to suffer for the Lord is beyond me, but you best prepare, because it's coming. We're going to be tried by fire. And we're going to have to stand. He gave up paradise glory for us. He came down here. He suffered insult, injury, betrayal. In the utmost, he gave his life. I know I haven't been on here, and I am receiving your text messages about prayer and where are you and are you okay? And I truly appreciate all of your concern and your prayer. I really need them right now. I'm trying to stay strong for others, and I would ask you to pray for my son right now. He's going through a lot. He's a good man. He's a very good man, very sensitive. And my daughter, her third pregnancy, she's having difficulties. Send me your prayer request. I would love to put you in my journal and pray for your needs. But do not pray that God will take away the trials and tests in our lives. Pray that you're strong enough to endure and come out purified like the finest gold to give glory to Him. God doesn't waste one tear that you've cried. Every single thing that you're going through. You know, I was abused for many years, from the time I was a very young girl, and I questioned God. I won't go into the details. My husband was a drug addict, and he slowly progressed in what he was doing. And I tried to go to rehabs with him, and I tried to pray with him, but he was never, ever around. He would disappear sometimes for years. He didn't love his children. He would tell me constantly he never wanted them. And I prayed. And I prayed. We went through some horrible times, but God brought us through. And I couldn't understand why, Lord, why am I going through this? I love you. And of course I sinned like you. And I've made many mistakes like you. And the Lord has forgiven me because He's a merciful and loving Father. Actually, my father, he didn't want to be in my life. And Abba's the only father I've ever known. But then I found out years later as I'm getting older, that I'm able to help some on the street that are dealing with drugs. The thing that I hated and was my enemy became an asset to help others find their way to Christ. Well, I'm out of time. It's telling me I can't record anymore. I love you all. Have a blessed day and keep the faith. Stay strong.